Your lesson essential question is, how can you use the compensation strategy to find the sum of two two-digit numbers? So we're going to be using a strategy today called compensation. When we use compensation, we make numbers that are easier to add. And I'm going to show you what that means in a second. So we'll use compensation to find the sum. Remember, the sum is the answer to an addition problem. And we are still adding two-digit numbers together. Two-digit numbers are numbers that have a tens place and a ones place. So when we use the compensation strategy, we make numbers that are easier to add. Down here I have 18 plus 15. So in these two tens frames, I have my 18. I have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. In these tens frames is my 15. So 5, 10, 15. 18 and 15 are kind of hard to add together, but I can take two ones away from 15 and give them to 18 to make 20. We talked about how making tens just makes it easier to add. And this is the same situation. We made a 10. Tens end in 0. It's easier to add. So I made 20 over here. I took 2 away from 15, which means now I have 13. Now I can very easily add 20 plus 13. I see I have 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33. I can do this also without using tens frames. I can take 2 away from 15. And since I'm taking 2 away from 15, I need to give it to my other addend. So I still get 20 and 13. I can break this down even further. I know that 13 is 10 and 3. So I've got my 20 still. I'm adding 10, which is 30, and then I just have to add that 3 ones, 33. So you can see that when we use compensation, when we make numbers that are easier to add, it helps us solve problems easier in our heads. So we can still use the breaking apart method, like I did right here, but we can also apply compensation, where we move numbers around to make the numbers easier to solve in our head.